You know, the adult learner, that is after about the age of 25, 26, brings a whole different set of values and experiences to the table when they're learning. They need the sort of environment where they tell me what they want to learn, where they demonstrate a common body of knowledge and experience that they have that they want to share and link together to scholarship. And so that's why we've created all kinds of ways and means for faculty and students to work closely as peer colleagues. That is unique. There is no other place on earth like fielding.
Katrina when she came as provost of the university, and got to know her then because I was already a member of the board. And then she moved from provost and became president of the university, and I had the great fortune of working with her on a regular basis. And so our relationship was both in person here in Santa Barbara, it was also online, and it's been on the trips that we have taken over the last half dozen years, where we've gone to some remarkable countries and learned so much about our world. And all of those things are because of your leadership, Katrina. It's just amazing.
I think one of my favorite moments that I ever had was actually my first moment of meeting President Rogers. Is when I was hired. I remember the day I went there to be interviewed. I was very, very nervous. I got there, I parked, and this very lovely lady waved at me while I was walking upstairs. I was like, oh, she's very, very nice. And come to find out that that lady was President Katrina Rogers.
One of the special moments that Katrina and I share was the establishment of the Marie Fielder Center, which has been very successful and is expanding. And I knew Marie Fielder from the time I was in high school. So Marie Fielder was our first black assembly speaker. And when she saw me in the audience, she came up and she put her arm in my arm and said, "Come with me, young man, you're not doing anything important." And she was right about that. And when I told Katrina that story, she exploded in laughter. She said, "That's pretty much where you are right now." Still not doing very much. But I have great affection and admiration for her as not only the president, former provost, former associate dean, but also as a scholar. She writes incisively and extensively, and we applaud that.
Hi, Katrina. At a time when women's leadership is front and center, I look to you as an example of an amazing leader who has navigated the best over the past several years for fielding. Not only have you expanded the parameters of fielding, but you have maintained relationships across countries with students and teachers. You've been a wonderful example to me of what life is like post-fielding. I wish you all the best in the coming years, and I know there will be exciting things to hear from you in the future. All the best from you.
My most memorable moment with Katrina came shortly after she became president of Fielding Graduate University. For some time now, I had this idea of developing a university press for Fielding, and she embraced the idea right away. She right away saw its potential for Fielding to carry its name forward into the world through printed, published books.
I have a combination of wonderful memories that usually involve staying at Katrina's home, President's home in Santa Barbara, to come down for sessions. And last year, I stayed with Katrina. we decided to make our way to the hotel for the board meeting, the two of us in her car, and we were driving in Santa Barbara, and water from the rain was pouring down all of the streets. And Katrina said, but we have to get to the Hilton for the meeting. And I said, but I have the president of Fielding in the car with me. We are not going under the freeway with 5 feet of water. We're going to have to turn around and go back home. So we did. And then we had to cobble together dinner out of whatever had been in her freezer for the last couple of months because she had been in Arizona. So we just made do, and that's sort of the theme. You know, we make do with what we've been given, and the weather has always been a challenge, oddly enough, in coming to Santa Barbara. And I will very much miss the Cosmos that Katrina's husband Bill used to fix us in the evenings when we would come back from meetings.
Dr. Rogers has heard this story many, many times, and so I'm just saying it now for posterity. Katrina was the first person that I met at Fielding. I was here for NSO. I came from a long way, all the way from the East Coast, and I was in a pretty distraught state because of my professional career. I was working on a board of education, and anyway, after the meet and greets, I went to go get a snack, and someone said, "Hello, how are you? Welcome." And as it turns out, it was the president of the university.
My experience with Katrina, I mean, I think that probably the ones that were the beginning was that I had decided to go back to school for a master's and Ph.D. and I was interested in ESG, what people now call ESG, and she was very interested in it, and she became my dissertation advisor. And I had a wonderful committee, and with very diverse talents and backgrounds, and you know, strong opinions. And Katrina just moderated that process. She was encouraging, she gave good advice, and I would have to say it was just an incredibly positive journey to achieving a PhD, largely because of her.
When I think of Katrina, President Rogers, I think she's the best supervisor I've ever had. And that means a lot to me, but I'm wondering how can I convey this to her in a way that she can understand it, why I think it's such a big deal. And I think about leadership. Katrina introduced me to the Leadership Challenge at the Leadership Practices Inventory at Fielding, which is just an amazing way to get people on the same page and working well together. So that was a big inspiration for me. And the number one item on that list is model the way, which is key because if leaders don't model the way, if they don't walk the talk, then they're not going to be successful as leaders. And Katrina does that so well, but she really does more than it. It's more than just behaving in ways that she would like others to emulate. It's really her way of being, her way of living, that she just models the way. And everything that I've read about when you look at best practices for management, that's what Katrina does.
Hi, I'm Mike Goldstein. I'm a very long-time member of the Fielding Board of Trustees and had the honor to serve as board chair when Katrina was the president. And the story of her ascendancy to that role, I think, is an important one. We were going through a very difficult period with her predecessor that was significantly disruptive to the institution. And we knew we had to do something to correct the matter, but we didn't have someone who could step in and lead the institution. And Katrina, who was then the associate provost, suddenly arose as the obvious choice of a person with the personality, the intelligence, the calm, the ability to get people to understand difficult things and make them feel that it was their ideas. And we chose Katrina first to serve as essentially a shadow president, and then she was appointed in 2013 as the president of the institution. I had the honor during this period to be the chair of the Board of Trustees, and understood how important finding the right person for this role was. Katrina rose to the occasion and has led the institution since that time in a truly sensitive, intelligent, forceful manner, keeping in mind the very unique nature of this extraordinary institution.
President Rogers, I just want to extend my heartfelt congratulations on your retirement. I just wish you all the best, and thank you so much for leaving such a wonderful mark here on Fielding and all the people who work here and on me. So congratulations, and I wish you well, and live long and prosper.
Katrina, it has been a privilege and an honor to know you, to work with you, to have fun with you, to pursue solutions, to endure challenges, and to watch you do what you do, which is magnificent.
Hi Katrina, aloha. It's Patricia, as you know, one of your greatest admirers, and you are my hero. I want you to know. There are lots of us on the Board of Trustees for whom you serve as a hero. And we all have different minds, of course, and different outlooks on life, but you're still our one hero. I think that's pretty important.
Katrina, I am really, really excited for you. I am witnessing what I imagine is a next and new chapter, and I'm wishing you all the best. All the things that you're hoping for and expecting, but also the things that are going to surprise you and bring you so much joy, and that will be very rewarding for you. So congratulations and happy retirement.
I'm sad to see you go, but I know there are better things ahead. So again, love you.
Hi Katrina. I know Fielding doesn't have a football team, but if they did, I think I'd go down, grab the big flags, grab the pom-poms, and give you a big cheer. I really appreciate the work you've done for Fielding, setting us up for success, and being a great leader and mentor.
Congratulations, Katrina, on your retirement, and a very big thank you for all you've done for Fielding. And as an alum, I couldn't be more proud of our university, and I know it's not an easy job, so thank you again.
Katrina, it's been an honor and a pleasure to be your colleague and your friend over these many years that you've been at Fielding. I have watched you grow and watched you turn into an outstanding leader for all of us at Fielding. And I hope you feel proud of your accomplishments here, because they are considerable. So my best wishes to you for the future. You can look back on the last years of Fielding life with great pride and great satisfaction.
Just want to send you a heartfelt congratulations and a bon voyage from this chapter of your leadership, Dr. Rogers. You've served Fielding so well.
Katrina, I would urge you as you go forward to continue to be the mighty soul and mind you've always been, and to continue to grow and expand as you've urged all of us to do.
I wish you great happiness and joy in your next chapter, Katrina. While many at Fielding are saddened by this change in your role, I value our friendship and hope that this change in your professional life will mean that we are able to spend more time together. God bless you.
Hi, Katrina. I just wanted to wish you all the best as you are moving to this next stage of life and retirement. You know that I've retired, and in many ways what retirement means is doing what I want to do. I know you're not retiring, you're going to still teach, but I hope it's not more of the same, but really rather a reinvention for you. So I send you my love. I send you all the best. I hope we still maintain a connection over these years, no matter what capacity you're in. And I love you very much and very deeply. So thank you for being the president you were and are. Thank you for being the human being you are. And thank you for the love and caring and that you always demonstrate and exemplify. I mean, you are Fielding in so many ways. I love you. Thanks. Bye.
Dr. Rogers, thank you for all you've done for Fielding and for my family, and for your continued support and care for all of Fielding's employees, faculty, and students, and for remaining open to possibility at all times.
President Rogers, it's been a pleasure working with you and getting to know you. I am feeling so fortunate to have you in my life and see you as a wonderful example. I wish you all the best, and I hope your new life, new journey will bring you lots of love and many, many other opportunities in this life.
I can't even tell you how much I'm going to miss you. Your loss is going to be felt forever. You have done so many wonderful things for this organization and for our students and for our staff. And I know that you know how much I love you, how much you mean to me.
On this new journey, I wish you time to enjoy the natural world, to read the books you want to read, and to chase new dreams. As we say at Fielding, change the world, start with yours. Thank you, President.
Katrina, we're both smart, intelligent, professional, successful women. And that's not always valued in this world. Your friendship has meant so much to me because we have those things in common and because we can share them from and with one another and realize that you and I and other women like us are making such a difference in the world. I am so glad that you came to Fielding. I started here many years before you got here, but there's never been anyone like you. What you have done for this university is unparalleled. Thank you.
Katrina, it's both joyous and sad to wish you well in your retirement. Of course, you're not leaving Fielding, which is the great part. You've also demonstrated a great deal of practicing what Fielding is about in terms of social justice, ecology, the kinds of things that you've done as a scholar and a practitioner. You've continued your research. You've also demonstrated practice by being an outstanding leader for this institution. You've helped Fielding go where it wouldn't have gone without you. You've led, you've helped to innovate, you've driven change, you've overcome obstacles, and all of that while also addressing your own challenges personally. You are, among other things, one of the most selfless people that I know. It's a great pleasure to have worked with you. I wish you the very best as you continue into the next chapter of your life and your career.